we are talking all about the book bartering that's happening here in Tobago. And to have that conversation with me, I'm chatting with Mrs. Judith DeVert.
Miss Judith DeVertile.
DeVertile.
Yes,
Good
thank
morning.
you.
Who's
Good
the founder
morning.
and principal of Paideio Learning Center. Good
That's
morning.
correct.
Tell us a bit about this book bartering system and how persons can benefit from it.
Yes, indeed. The Bartering Book Program started in 2015. I actually heard an advertisement by a bank advertising $30,000 loan sale to buy school books and supplies. And as an educator, I said to myself, but it doesn't have to be so expensive. And so I went before the Lord in prayer, and he said, barter books. I did economics and accounts, so I know what he meant when he said to barter, since bartering was a system that was employed before money was invented. And so I started in 2015 in Trinidad and 2016 in Tobago.
Understood. And so there are a number of places in Tobago, even like the Division of Education, where parents are encouraged to take back the textbooks and even get new ones for free. But there's that issue that arises when persons have a number of books at home, like they have an entire library of books that are no longer relevant. How does the actual book bartering system work? Sometimes persons just want to get rid of all the books they have because they no longer have school-age children at home.
Yes.
How can they be a part of this?
Well, if they have books to contribute, I will tell them to send a video, and I could actually tell them the ones that are still in the system and the ones that are no longer in the system. However, I brought 3 books for you to see. I'm sure you would see that they're in pristine condition.
Right.
And over the years, since they were collected, at first they were in the system. And during the 10-year period, they're actually no longer in the system, new and revised. And so those books I would usually pass on to police youth clubs, anybody that have a homework program. But due to the fact that I'm running out of space, I'm looking for a home in Tobago, I'm only taking current books to fill the book list so that parents who need the book support can get the book support.
Understood. And tell us a bit about how the actual bartering system works. Is it that persons reach out to you? Do they have to pay a registration fee, send their book list? Tell us how it works.
Well, actually, we only give based on the book list, because we don't want people taking books for taking a book's sake. We want people to actually get books that their children can use at school. And so we even have a partnership with the TTPS, so police officers who are part of the association, and by extension, any officer in Trinidad and Tobago, whether you're in Defense Force or Fire Services or so, you WhatsApp me the book list with your name as a parent. Indicate if you are in Tobago or Trinidad, because I go back and forth, and you will get an appointment to come in, and you will contribute books that somebody else will get, and what you are getting, somebody gave. Excellent. You join the program, return the books the following year, and you get the books for the next year.
Excellent. And tell us a bit about why this helps to relieve the stress on parents.
Well, a lot of parents would come, they have 2 or 3 children of school age, and is only so much disposable income that they have towards getting the school books. So I would always tell them, well, join the program, and the extra funds that you will have, go in the grocery, put some food on the table. The important thing is that your child is getting the book for school.
Understood. Tell us a bit about the importance of even parents and children carrying the books so that they can pass it on, and creating that culture of passing books on. I remember, in my earlier years, one of the things that we used to do within the community, the first thing that you do when you get a book list is go around to some of the other students in the community who would have already passed where you were, and see what books they have that you have on your book list, and we would be given books. And books were always passed on. It was always this culture within the community of passing on books.
That is true. And that took place for years. As a matter of fact, there's only one book that still happens like that. That's the West Indian Reader. the little red book,
Right.
that is still passed on. Other than that, books are revised so often that parents can no longer do that. So what we tell the parents is that when the child gets a book, let them cover it, keep it in a good condition, and you are teaching the child to take care of the book. And then when they bring the book back in, they actually know that they will be able to get the facility to continue. If you don't return the books, sorry, you can't get any more.
Understood.
Yes.
And so tell us a bit about this changing of the books, the new edition, the revised edition. Is it a completely new book? What are the differences that you often see when you compare them? Because you are always dealing with books, so you can
Yes.
open the books page by page and cross-reference them.
Yes.
What are some of the major differences that often?
The major difference really is that they would add like a paragraph or two, then say new and revised, and the price goes up. Over the years, I've seen a book that was popular suddenly becomes two books. So you have to buy book one and book two to get what was one book before. This system needs to be regulated, and the Ministry of Education ought to oversee it to ensure that these things don't take place. At the end of the day, we want the child to get the education, but we don't want the child to feel as though they have to have the new and revised. Actually, I would like to commend some teachers are actually asking for the previous book. And they just compare the page and say, okay, previous book, page 79, new book, page 80.
Yes.
It's the same book, really.
Right. So first of all, give us your number. Where
My
persons can...
telephone number, yes, 333-3173.
So this is your WhatsApp number.
That's
where
my
persons can
my
send
phone
their
number
book
is
list.
the same number on WhatsApp.
Excellent. So that's 333-3173.
73. You WhatsApp me the book list and I will respond. Let me know if you're in Tobago or Trinidad so that you can get an appointment for when I am on the island.
Right. And there are a number of organizations currently that are doing book drives to assist parents in purchasing a number of the books on their book
I would
list.
like to compliment them on that. I did advise one or two of them last year that when they are collecting books, make sure it's current books. Because when parents come with a book list and they go away with one book or two books, and you end up with boxes of books because they are not books that are in the system.
Understood.
Well-meaning, but you need to be able to be aware of the ones that are currently being used.
Excellent. And even as it pertains to book storage, we know that it becomes a lot very fast.
Yes.
How do you store these books and all the extra books that you have? You said you often give it to the village councils
So,
or
yes,
the
I
police
do.
youth clubs.
I do
How
that
can
as well.
persons reach out to you to get those books in their little libraries
Yes,
for their classes?
they can
and
WhatsApp me, and when they come and walk with a box or two, I have enough books to give. Every year, I literally have to put the books in storage, bring it out, set up the program for 2 months, and then back in storage. Ideally, the books could remain out. Simple reason, for example. Parents would call and say a month after the program is closed at the end of September, they got a transfer for the child. And the books that they got from the bookstore or even from me, they cannot use because it's a new set of books in this new school.
Wow.
If the program is open and I have a location, I'll be able to attend to them right away. In the case of parents who got books from the bookstore and the bookstore is not taking them back, I will take those books and replace it at no cost. If a parent experiences a fire and the school books are lost in the fire, we replace the books at no cost.
Wow, that's an excellent initiative, and we hope that our viewers online are taking notes and they are taking your number as well to reach out to you, to hand it over to someone within their community or even an organization that you know currently has a book drive. This may be an excellent opportunity for collaboration, especially to get a number of those books off of your hands and to help a number of families who are really in need of the help during this time in filling some of these quite expensive book lists.
Yes, indeed.
Right?
And also we give stationery while stocks last. both in Tobago and Trinidad. So, the copybooks, pencils, and so on, we give that as well. And I'm looking for a home for the Bartering Book Program in Tobago. If anybody know of a space that I can get, remember it's a volunteer program. It's not commercial rate. And I will definitely look at it to see how we can use that space, because we do need it.
Understood. Well, a number of persons do look at our program, and we know that someone out there may have the facilities to facilitate this. So guys, reach out to her at 333-3173, and you can definitely be a part of contributing back to Tobago and giving these books a long-term home, so that I can maintain the integrity of the books as well.
Yes, indeed. Yes,
Even as
indeed.
we wrap up this morning, is there anything that you want to say to our viewers looking on?
Yes, indeed. I want to refer to a verse of scripture in Isaiah 55 verse 1, where it says, "Come without money and buy."
Yes, I like that. So again, we want to thank you for being here, and we want to thank you for this God-inspired initiative.
Yes, God-inspired.
And we pray that it will continue to impact the lives of those that it was intended to impact. Ladies and gentlemen, we want to thank you so much for being a part of this morning's discussions. We want to thank you for your likes, your shares, and your comments, and all that you have been doing and continue to do to make Tobago Updates the #1 broadcaster here on the island of Tobago. Again, I am Chanel Felix, and I'm always going to encourage you to have a productive day.